They say history is written by the victors, but what if the truth was buried with the fallen? Every secret leaves a trace, if you know where to look. This is The Broken Truth, decoding history, one broadcast at a time. The Broken Truth podcast, where history meets conspiracy. Every case tells a story, every story hides a lie. June 4th, 1963. A pen scratches across a crisp White House document, Executive Order 11,110. To bureaucrats, it was routine. To researchers decades later, it became the moment a president defied the unseen hand behind the world's money. 5 months later, he was dead. Was Kennedy's signature the start of a bureaucratic reform, or the spark that lit the fuse? Tonight, we open the vault on 3 versions of the same story: the public conspiracy, the hidden conspiracy, and the mystery that still haunts the modern monetary system. Welcome back to the Broken Truth podcast, where we separate history's headlines from its hidden pages. I'm your host, Garrett Green. In June 1963, President John F. Kennedy signed Executive Order 11,110. Some say it was a technical fix in the Treasury's silver program. Others believe it was a declaration of war against the Federal Reserve and the banking elite. But beneath those 2 narratives lies a third story, one woven through intelligence operations, foreign debt policy, and a shadow war for economic control. The public conspiracy began with a simple claim: Kennedy wanted to end the Federal Reserve. Supporters point to his speech at American University about peace and sovereignty, his attempts to rein in the CIA after the Bay of Pigs, and finally his signature on Executive Order 11,110, seen as a plan to restore monetary power to the U.S. Treasury. According to this narrative, EO 11,110 gave the Treasury authority to issue debt-free money. He was cutting out the Federal Reserve's profit on interest. He was undermining a century-old private cartel. The numbers seem enticing: $4.2 billion in new United States notes printed with red seals, money outside the Fed's control. But dig deeper, and those notes were authorized by older laws from Lincoln's Civil War era, not by Kennedy. Still, the myth spread because it felt right. A president challenging bankers, then killed in broad daylight. That's a story that writes itself. Beyond the public narrative lies a more intricate web: the hidden conspiracy. Researchers like Jim Marrs and Eustace Mullins suggest that EO 11,110 was part of a larger conflict between the White House, Wall Street, and a post-war intelligence finance network known as the Money Trust. After World War II, the Bretton Woods system made the US dollar the world's reserve currency, backed by gold and silver reserves held under US control. But by the 1960s, those reserves were bleeding away through European banks, and CIA-connected financial institutions were moving billions in off-ledger funds through Switzerland, the Bahamas, and the Vatican Bank. The theory claims Kennedy wanted to reassert US control over these flows, to audit the Fed's foreign accounts, and force monetary transparency. EO 11,110 was step 1, a signal that the Treasury, not the Fed, would control silver metals and redeemable assets. Some tie this to Kennedy's 1963 moves against the oil depletion allowance, his pressure on steel companies, and his push to withdraw from Vietnam, each a threat to the same industrial financial complex. Within 5 months, that battle was over, and so was he. Here's the thing: the official documents say one thing, the timing says another, and the symbols say something else entirely. Why did Kennedy sign the order the same day as Public Law 8836, a law that expanded the Fed's authority? Why were Federal Reserve executives present at the signing photo but never mentioned in the archives? Why was the order silently revoked by Reagan in 1987 under EO 12608, a sweep of obsolete authorities that included almost no other financial orders? And then there's the symbolism. The number 11,110, binary for the number 30. The age of Christ at baptism, and a Masonic marker for illumination. Coincidence? Maybe. But coincidence is the currency of conspiracy. We don't know if Kennedy was challenging the Fed, but we know he was challenging something. A machine of control that doesn't forgive defiance. After Kennedy, the transition to fiat currency accelerated. 1964, silver coins withdrawn. 1968, certificate redemption ended. 1971, Nixon severs the gold standard entirely. Within a decade, money no longer represented metal. It represented debt. And those who control debt control the world. Maybe that was the real lesson of Executive Order 11,110. Whether Kennedy was fighting for reform or simply signing a line item, the result was the same. The last link between money and metal was severed. Executive Order 11,110 is one page long, but it opened a vault of questions that still echo today. Was it a paper trail to modern monetary enslavement? A warning ignored? Or a coincidence made myth? The truth may lie somewhere between documents and destiny. I'm Garrett Green, and this has been the Broken Truth Podcast. Remember, the truth may be buried, but it's never broken. Until next time, stay curious.
In a world built on hidden histories and half-truths, we've only just begun to peel back the layers. Because what you've heard tonight was never meant to be known, but you were meant to find it. If you're ready to go deeper, leave us a review, comment your thoughts, share this episode, and step inside the archives. Join the inner circle, where the real evidence is kept. This is the broken truth, because the truth isn't whole, it's broken.